A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Yo! What's popping, y'all? I know y'all missed us. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know where we at. We on the Ave. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go to my guest in a second, but to my far right, I got my dog.
Yeah.
His daughter said he been aura farming. Y'all know what that mean. If you don't know, look it up. He's been aura farming.
That's what she told me, man. That's
they
crazy.
said he on the clips just like.
That's crazy. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Crazy. Tell me how you do it, Trel.
That's crazy, bro.
How do you aura farm?
I be forgetting the cameras are on, bro. Like G shit. I be forgetting that we like on TV, bro. So, like, so it'd be wild. Like when I see it like come across my phone, I'd be like, damn, bro. Like,
that was me.
Yeah. And look at me, bro.
Hey, rest in peace to Billy Boondocks. He's a battle rapper.
I'm trying to be better.
And he goes, he's on TV. Rest in peace to Billy Boondocks, man. That's how you should feel, bro. He's on TV.
My son, he dub it. He like, man, it's not.
Because you play the background a lot, bro. You like Chad Hugo.
Yeah, that's me, man.
They name his name Chad Hugo.
I don't know who Chad Hugo is, bro. I just know.
Bro, you know Chad Hugo from Nerd.
Yeah. Chad Hugo, bro.
You know Chad Hugo from Nerd. From Neptunes.
Oh, Chad. Who? Oh, nah, that's the Asian cat, right? Nah,
yeah.
Nah, they beefing right now. They beefing.
They are beefing.
They beefing, bro.
Hey, but Piece by Piece was a fire movie.
No diss, yeah.
I went to the theater and saw Piece by Piece. It was a fire movie.
The Lego joint?
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
That's crazy. Okay.
All right.
I'd rather be what's the other dude name? The black dude that used to rap with him. What's his name?
Chase or something like that.
Yeah,
Chase. Yeah, it's
something like that. I thought you talking about him. I
he was a cool name.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool.
He was in the background.
He be chilling.
I don't know what he doing.
He chilling, bro. He in the background. I know
who he's not.
So that's me. I'm that guy.
That's what I know who he's not.
I'm in the back.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
I know who's not in the back.
I'm in all your movies, bro. I'm in the back.
You know who's not in the back? This guy to the right.
Yeah.
He's in the forefront of everything. Folio Weekly named him and his girl the sexiest couple alive for 2024.
That was hilarious.
That's crazy. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know that was an award.
Yeah, I didn't either.
He made me want to go get a girlfriend just so I could challenge him for the award next year.
That's crazy.
Hey,
wow.
Shout out Jackson.
He has over 1 million views on YouTube.
Facts.
He has over 1 million impressions on social media. Over 1 million views on YouTube. I mean, on social media.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Currently, Phone Home on Instagram has over 900,000 views.
Yeah. About to hit 1 million soon.
He has over 10 plus projects, and he keeps going.
Yeah. Just dropped today.
Just 2024, he dropped 4 projects.
Yeah.
Candyman.
I need flex
Kobe
bombs.
Shaq.
Flex
Kobe
bombs.
Shaq. Flowerhead. He keeps dropping work. Candyman.
Come on.
Deluxe of Kobe Shaq.
That did happen.
Just
let's not forget La La. Let's not forget the Pop Bops.
Pop icon. What's going on?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Singing with the wife.
You know what I'm saying? Singing with his old lady on the tracks on you.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna curse because y'all know the 6-minute rule.
Come on, man.
He directs his own videos.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I mentioned over 1 million views. Locally. Independent.
Come on, man.
Built his own brand.
Yeah. He
has a thing called Small Wins that he posts on Twitter. We still call it Twitter because Elon.
It's Twitter.
It's Twitter forever. But he posts small wins all the time, and I find him so intriguing. Because the other day, he posted 500 plays in Kazakhstan.
Countries
and
all over
like,
the map. Countries all over the map.
I was like, bro, I don't even know where that's at. But he got 500 plays. They don't even speak English.
They don't,
but they listening to him over there.
It's going
Do you
crazy.
understand what this means?
Numbers. That's what
this
you're doing.
This is an artist from Jacksonville, Florida.
Numbers.
And proudly represents it.
Yes, sir.
I've seen him perform on many stages.
Yeah,
y'all know how I get down. I am one of the best performers ever.
Yes, sir.
I've watched this guy perform and said, damn, Trel, I need a band.
I seen it.
Trel, I need a band.
I seen
Trel. He going too hard, Trel, I need a band.
It was cold.
Do you see how they move on stage and one accord, Trel? They rehearsed. I said, hey, bro. How do I perform at the Jaguars games? He said, you gotta have a band. You gotta have a band, Louie.
Yeah.
I said, man, I gotta have a band. He said, they ain't gonna let you do it, Louie. We got a band.
Need a band, man.
Jeremy Ryan did that. Jeremy Ryan did that. And that's who we have to the right of me. Let's give him a round of applause. Shout out to Jeremy Ryan for coming on the ad. Shout out to this guy for coming on the ad, man. Thank you for coming by, man.
Thank you for having me, brother.
I just want to say, man, I know I did the intro. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the dopest intro I've done since we started.
Nah, you went crazy.
know what I mean?
That was really dope, man.
Yeah, man. I got a lot of respect for you, man. I didn't even have to study for you, dog.
I need the soundboard.
Because I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it. Call him a pop star, call him a rap star, call him an actor, call him call him all of them. He's all of them rolled in one. I got a tremendous amount of respect for that, bro.
I appreciate
you take
that,
care
man.
of your art, man.
Absolutely.
You take your time with your art, but you have a very fast output where you put out project after project. I don't know how you do it between working, being an old man, and doing the music and filming. Like, how do you manage all these things? Like what is give me a life.
Yeah, like, for
give me
real.
a day
Like,
in the
what is
life of
time,
Jeremy
man?
Ryan. Let's start
Like, for
there.
real.
What does that look like?
All right. Well, if we do a weekday, I obviously have a job, so
Yeah.
I recommend anyone to be employed.
Better question. Day in the week.
Yeah.
Day in the week,
Day in
not
the
a
week.
week in the week. Not day in the week.
A week in
Give
a
me
day.
a week.
Give me a
week
week in a
with
day.
Jeremy Ryan.
Okay. I record probably every other day. It used to be every day, but I try to on my Dochi shit get a song a day.
Okay.
Which allows the vault to be deep. If you know on Twitter, when I say small wins, it's just taking a small step every day, and then after 6 months, you look back and you see how far you've gone. So
Right.
I thrive in that mentality. So, like, I just dropped a song the day that was recorded in 2022.
City Boys.
Yeah, City
Boys featuring Mecca the Marvelous,
Yeah.
John
Will,
West,
yeah.
Shad
I peeped
Will,
it,
and
yeah.
Katie Lore.
Yeah.
And it's so dope to see her doing things. Cause I remember when she first started, and I gave her some advice. Cause she had asked me. I was really good friends with her sister.
Yeah.
When she first started doing music, and I always thought her voice was amazing, and she really started getting out there and performing. So to see her on the song with you, that's pretty dope. So shout out to you for giving new artists an opportunity to get exposure.
Always, man. Her pen's crazy. She did that herself. Like
Her
we
pen,
didn't have
her
to give her no
voice.
direction.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So the song came out. The song was put together when?
in 2022, like my vault is pretty darn deep, but that's what timeless music is supposed to be. Right?
Correct.
So you can drop it anytime and it fits the present. So I try to thrive. But I guess my normal, I'm like Logic, old school Logic. I don't go outside. I don't really talk to people. I don't go out to restaurants. Most folks be on vacations. I don't take vacations. I want to be one of those motherfuckers, pardon my language. I want to be one of those people that
We made it, baby. We made it, baby. 754, baby. We made it. Hey, curse away, nigga.
No. No, I just I don't know. It's really weird because I don't like doing other things but working. And most folks will go, if throughout 6 months to a year they might feel claustrophobic and want to go to the islands or go on a cruise. I don't get that.
Right, you on
I'm
vacation.
every day working because I want to retire in my 40s.
I don't think you look at it as work either.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
You know
it's
what I'm
work,
saying?
but it's fun. Like if you enjoy
it's
it,
different.
you're never working a day in your life.
It ain't like working at the 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like I
You're
can
not
put it
killing yourself, grinding and like counting numbers all day. It's it's what you love, and then it's a little of that. You know what I'm saying?
You find love in the work that you do,
Right.
But
Okay.
at the same time, the motivation, I cannot stress this enough, is to retire in my 40s.
Hey, talk it.
But
Talk that
everyone think the average death, the medium is like 76 years old, and the average retirement age is like 67, which means when I retire, they want me to live for 6-7 years and then I die. And it's, nah, bro.
Nah, what you gonna do with that?
Nah, bro.
And then you broke down. It's like
You physically broke down. If you see people working at Publix bagging your stuff, that's because they ain't got no money. Like I ain't trying to.
And then you got governments that they could change things at any given moment to where you lose your life savings or you don't got no Social Security coming in. Yeah, bro. I'm with you on that. That financial freedom is a real thing, and I think that's why I work so hard and trying to build my brain so that no matter what, there's always something for me to lean on financially, and I could not be rich, you know what I'm saying, but be financially stable. I think like being financially stable, wealthy.
Yeah, wealth, not being rich.
You know what I'm saying?
Family wealth.
Wealthy. I think that's like a great goal to have, long term, especially for our community. You know what I mean? it ain't a lot of that. The dollar don't go far in our neighborhoods.
It does not.
You know what I mean?
But I gotta give some fault to our community too, you know, because we should be collaborating just as much as anyone else. But I find more often, being the workaholic I am, that it's kind of hard to work with my brothers and sisters if they don't have the same work ethic, and I can't carry everyone. Right. So it's just, I don't know. It's in my days, I find myself being on my island. If y'all are Dragon Ball Z people, I'm in my hyperbolic time chamber.
That makes sense.
I don't leave ever.
Yeah. All right, so you got your week and you don't go nowhere. You go to work, you come home, and you get to work in the studio.
Yeah.
And that after you're done recording, do you immediately say like, all right, we about to start working on, like, how fast do you decide what songs are going to get released?
Well, I'm backlogged, so like I'm already set in release wise all the way until May of 2026. So like I'm not worried about what's dropping next month or what's dropping. Like I'm already in next year's quarter, you know, and that helps me stay ahead. I don't have to worry about. So when I do a new song or I do a new video, I can take 3 months. Like if the director's a month late to give me my edit, it's not really hurting me because I'm 6 videos ahead, you know? So I thrive in that. And if you've noticed, being a content creator, you kind of have to backlog your content. You can't you can't just drop an episode and that be the one you shot yesterday. You probably shot that episode last month and people don't know that. So just understanding that and finishing tasks. That's another thing I do. So like I'll finish a song, I'll get it mixed and mastered, I'll get it finished, and then I'll put it in the vault. It'll collect dust for however long until it's ready, but I find that some artists don't do that. They'll sit with the concept or sit with the mix, and then, you know, a year later, you're a different person. You might not like it. You might not even finish it. Right. Whereas if it was finished, you don't know who that's going to affect, who that's going to change, what life you can. It's just, again, people get lost in that, and I never lose track of that. So, you know,
that's important.
No,
that's important, because you know, as an artist, a lot of times, a lot of artists have the imposter syndrome, where it's like you can be great, but one moment can make you feel like you no longer believe in it, and now you want to give it all up.
Yeah.
Do you ever have those moments?
I'm not gonna lie, not recently, but I think that just comes with confidence. Like I think I'm one of the most innovative creators to ever walk this planet, and it's weird because you're not allowed to claim yourself until other people claim you. You know, like if my CD were to be like, Jay Ryan's the GOAT, like, but what if I already knew that? You know, like I don't need like people to tell me
outside validation.
I don't get writer's block. I don't doubt myself as in my Tyler Creator voice. Like I don't really get like that because I already, like, I know what the goal is. They fucked up by letting me know I'm nice. So it's like now it's just
I like that.
I like that. Stay on me. Don't ever let anyone, like, if I'm trying to sell you something and you're like, you don't like it, I'm like, cool, my brother, cool. Hey, how you doing, lady? You know, like
right. Because I like
that's
when
that's the game, right?
When I created Magic, right, or any project, like I just learned that as an artist, right. You create your art. But once you put it out in the world, it's no longer yours.
Correct.
The people perceive it how they perceive it, and you kind of just got to go with that. And what I learned was that, you know, this shorty, she might not like this song. Yeah. But that shorty loves this song. Yeah. And it's multiple songs, like on Growth, there's a song called Choices. And it's just I was trying to get out of just being a lyrical rapper. So I just wanted to make something bouncy with a different vibe. Yeah. And when the album first came out, I just was in love with the first half of the album because it's hip hop. Yeah. Then you get to the second half of the album, I'm kind of experimenting, where I kind of felt out of my comfortability. However, that song is the second biggest song of the album years later, and it's crazy to me because it's just like I don't know what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it exists for somebody. I might not like it, but it exists for somebody. So I get exactly where you coming from. Where it ain't like I don't need the validation. It's cool to hear. Yeah,
but it's cool to hear.
Yeah, it's cool to hear. But I don't really need your validation because I know what's within me.
Yeah.
Now, when you do have the moments of doubt, because everybody has doubt.
Obviously.
How do you realign yourself to not get caught up in that where it's a spiral? Because you know what I mean? Like, there aren't always wins as independent artists.
Yeah.
You got to create your own wins. Like,
Correct.
we make our own wins. We decide what our wins are, because if it was up to the human, like the public, they would all call us failures because we're not as successful as
the next.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is a comparison, but they don't really know how much work we put in to being an independent artist and selling our brand and actually bringing value back. Because that don't really happen as much as they think it does.
Yeah, facts.
So when you had those moments of doubt, like where do you go? Do you just sit back? Do you just realign yourself and don't think about music? Like what is that like? Because you don't seem like you have a shortage of confidence.
Nah, I think being a product of my environment is a huge factor in that. So my crew, my team, people I'm around, if I'm ever down, they bring me up. Whether it be with their music, I might find inspiration through Cutie or Mecca sending me some demos or something, or just as much as just watching them record and coming up with a bar like, oh my God, like I wish I came up with that. Wait a minute. Now I actually want to come up with something like that. Because writer's block doesn't exist, but you have to live life to tell the stories that you're doing. So there are moments where because of my workload, it might be like, bro, I have nothing left to say right now. But again, you'll be surprised how much you actually have a lot more to say.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's real.
It's just if you're around people who don't work and you're around people who complain, or you're never gonna go anywhere. But if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're gonna fail. Like it's just what it is.
You're
so
in the wrong room.
I try to make sure that I'm not the smartest person anywhere I go. So I'm always learning something. And
where did it start for you though? Like when did you decide that Jeremy Ryan was gonna be an artist?
I've always wanted to do art. Growing up with Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, you watch those icons and you're like, that's something that brings me joy. And I'm from the older age, so I grew up recording on cassette tapes, so I've always wanted to, and I've always wrote scripts. Like as a kid, when I was a Star Wars fanatic, I was writing Star Wars side stories and stuff. So I've always had a creative mind. When I reached, I guess, like age 11 is where I was like, nah, I think this is something I want to do. But you always suck until you don't. So I wasn't good from age 11 to about COVID. I say this all the time. I used to throw shows for the city. It used to be called Waves.
Hey, dog. He said from age 11 to COVID.
Here's what he got.
Like, yo, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay. It was serious, bro. Jacksonville, as we all know, that's not a huge city for venues, right? So
and they close a lot of venues
left and right all the time. Occupied. They come and go left and right like weeds. So when I decided professionally I wanted to sell music, I realized I had to throw my own show. And then when I threw my own show and it had over 100 people in there and half the people I don't know, I was like, oh, maybe I could start throwing shows. So me and Coach School, my brother, we started throwing these wave shows, and I was throwing show after show after show. So I wasn't really prioritizing my sound. I was just focusing on like
the impact and getting people.
Also like practicing, like being on stage. I got to
developing
actually see what worked and all that stuff through that. But then COVID hit, and I literally no more shows. Everyone's
I was doing so well, bro, and then COVID hit and shows just went
everything. So, but in a weird way, I have to be careful what I'm saying. Even though it hurt a lot of people, like I artistically was home. But like I got to again sit with myself, and I found myself in music. So when you say you found my earlier music with Def the Goon, that's the music where I found myself. And to me, I didn't get good until that. Like I did that, and then I dropped movies. No, I dropped that. I dropped I Won't Forget You, which I'm singing with 4K and again Def the Goon, and then I dropped movies too. And by the time I dropped movies too, which had Pushover and Roller Coaster over it, I was like, I'm here.
Yeah, let's talk about that song with Def the Goon. What is it called again?
Just Light My Fire. There's
I think I got it on my list. Hold on. I wrote it down.
Hold on.
It's Like My Fire featuring Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
That's a crossover record. I wouldn't have thought that was when you started finding yourself, because that record is very polished. Like, forget rap.
Shout out Dev. That was that.
Yeah, forget rap, forget hip hop. He got a great voice too.
Yeah.
Forget rap, forget hip hop. Like a great record. Like that is a record that you can play in any room, any body, any race. Anybody would like that song.
Agreed.
It's a feel good song. Y'all lyrics is on point. The beat is on point. I really was like, yeah. Cause I remember, so let me say this, right? So you gonna laugh, right? When it's so funny that you said that. When Blood first told me about you, he told me years ago. Like he told me like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. He was like, bro, you gotta check this dude out, Jeremy Ryan. And I'm a competitive dude, bro.
Yeah.
He Trel know me. I immediately think like, can they rap better than me? Like, are their songs better than mine?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he sent me some, and it was one of your like non-rap songs. It just
from that era.
I don't even know, but he sent it to me, and I was like, I don't like this, bro. And
I mean, it was I wasn't rapping that.
But
good.
you're an experimental artist.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like it's just that at that time I wasn't trying to hear nothing like that.
But I also wasn't rapping very good. Like I was making good songs, but I wasn't rapping very good.
And when Blood sent me stuff, bro, I immediately think like, bro, you're a lyricist, so they gotta be able to rap. So when he sent it to me, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. So then, right, fast forward, right, you did some other stuff, and I heard some other records, and I was like, oh, I see what Bluff was talking about. And then I told Trel, I said, hey, bro, nah, he's one of them. He's one of them. And then I saw you perform live, and then I told Trel again. I was like, nah, bro, I got competition. I was like, nah, like he's competition. He's a really good artist, but he's an artist.
Yeah,
he's not a rapper. That's what made me say I got competition.
Yeah.
He's an artist. He's not just a rapper. Because I pride myself on being a well-rounded artist. Like I know I'm a rapper, but I do poetry. I do R&B rap. I could write any kind of song that you really want me to write. Yeah. But I just happen to be a rapper. So that's what really like it made me switch up. And then, bro, like Lala came out the same year Magic came out, and I was like, how is there a song that I'm listening to more than a song off my album? And I was like, bro, it's such a bop. So when I heard Like My Fire, I was kind of shocked now you saying that it was early on, because it sounds so polished, bro. It's such a polished record, bro. So like, much respect to that, bro.
Appreciate
but how did that collab come across? Like, how did you work with Dev the Goon? Like, what made that? How did y'all connect?
Fun fact: when I was doing the Wave shows, I was linking with magazines, doing like top 10 songs of the month or top 10 songs a year.
This dude, you're you right about being innovative, bro. You're right about being innovative, bro.
Nah, this guy's crazy.
Because like, I ain't mean to cut you off, but like, as an independent artist, bro, there's no blueprint. Especially in Jacksonville, there's no blueprint for you to go off of. Yeah. So like, I found out quickly, like, once I started, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make music. I found out very quickly, like, you have to find your own way in order to make your own motion, because nobody's gonna give it to you. Right. So like, I gotta commend you on all these different ways of how you seem to keep saying like, oh, I did this and I did that, and it's like it just flows off you seamlessly to where it's like you don't even think about how different it is that you did these things. So yeah, go ahead, man. My bad. How did you meet Dev the Goon?
Yeah. That's fine. Again, I'm not even realizing it until I'm talking out. But I used to, for the city, do different lists and for
I was never on the list, but all right, go ahead.
Well, I didn't know too many people then. I remember like discover like that's how I discovered.
He was like, hey, he was like Jeremy.
No. I
Jeremy
remember
Dylan.
I remember
JR.
I discovered like artists like Simpo. Doing stuff like that. So when I had to do more lists, I had to expand my realm, so I'm not like Dylon. So he is, first of all, we talked about song development and how that song Light My Fire, bro. He's like Pharrell. That song was just sitting on his computer.
That's crazy, because that's a hit.
That's a hit,
that's
bro.
A hit.
So I'm like, bro,
that's a hit right now.
I'm like, you
ain't gonna use it.
But I also got to learn a lot about song structure. So at that time, I got to put down being a rapper, which obviously wasn't my strongest suit. But I got to sharpen my song creating ability. So I was, by the time again I reached movies, I was able to take what I learned from Dev, which is creating the amazing songs. And then it wasn't until getting with Mecca that sharpened my rapping skills. But no, how I met Dev was again that list I used to do, and he's just one of the most incredible song creators. He makes his own beats, bro. So
is he still making music?
Yeah, he does a lot. So he also DJs.
You could just go ahead, because Broadway want to work with Dev too. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
even know if
I need a
Dev
country hit.
I don't know if he be singing anymore. Like I think he fully transitioned to a whole.
What he
new,
like, Dead Mouse now?
Devour.
Okay.
I think he's like a DJ Devour, and it's like the.
Okay.
And he makes all them beats from scratch.
That's
It's not
he cashing out though.
Yeah.
He's cashing out.
I
Shout out
was
to
already
Dev.
thinking.
Hey, shout out to you, Dev.
Yeah, I was already thinking. I was like, numbers. Damn. Yeah. That's where it's at. Yeah.
But I got to learn a lot of the back end information too. So like his dad does a lot of his business stuff. So I learned copywriting. I learned my BMI and all that stuff working with Dev. So that was obviously
because you got free. I had to pay to go to little artist seminars and stuff to figure that out.
Yeah,
they got me early on.
Yeah, Full Sail.
I googled what I needed to.
Yeah, but that's how it was back in the G like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I went to Full Sail, but like I didn't want to leave my daughter, so I ended up not. I was doing the hybrid degree, so I was going to do 6 months online and then move there.
Did you actually sign the paperwork?
Yeah, no, I had. I got my laptop. I was really. I went to school for music management and production.
I said, you wanted how much? All right, bro, get the car.
I was coming out of the Navy, so like I wasn't paying for it. At least I thought I wasn't. But then the Full Sail cost so much, I did have to get student loans in order to cover the full scholarship.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, bro. But then I just switched to Art Institute I went from music production and management to film.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
much better.
So all right. So Dev the Goon. Did y'all shoot a video for that? No.
No, I wanted to, but it was COVID. So I got 2 albums with Dev before he kind of like
went away.
No, he like moved. I think he like moved and then came back. But by the time he came back, it was already time. But I learned
laser lights.
Dev the Goon, bro. You are a real one, bro. Like I said, I learned a lot of my artist development, which a lot of artists these days are missing. I learned from Dev.
Okay, so all right, so now I got this question because you was trash at one point. And now you nice,
this
right?
This is crazy. Y'all keep calling this man trash.
No, I
bro.
was. No, I said.
And Jeremy, like bruh, he's one of the only rappers that if I go in my thread right now, bro, we have full thread conversations in our text messages. Like, so we have conversations about people being trash all the time.
And my family know. My family know though. Like my family knows.
But you the GOAT, man.
But now you mad competitive. Crazy, like now you Candyman. Now you mad at people. Now you want to diss people. Yeah. We ain't gonna bring up people.
We can. I'm bully now. I don't care. But we don't have to. But I'm just saying.
All right, let me fix
I'm
my
outside.
Nah, because then they gonna work.
We good.
And it's kind of like hoes. Like everybody don't deserve the platform. You know what I'm saying? But if the old lady want to come up here, that'd be fire. She's an amazing singer.
Yeah.
Maybe they both could come up here. We could do a black couple.
Do it at some point. We definitely got to do the black couple.
Couples edition.
Let's speak on that,
Couples
right?
on the ass.
So it's smoke in the city, right? It's smoke in the city sometimes. I know last year it was, at one point, it was Dev and Rap. You know what I'm saying? They did their little thing back and forth. That was cute.
That was entertaining. I enjoyed that.
That was entertaining. It was cute.
Fun fact, bro. I actually tried to get with Freddie Bricks to like really market that. Like I was trying to get them on podcasts.
Like some 50 Cent versus Ye?
Yeah, and bottle it and take it to the news. Like I was really gonna make it a thing for the city because I felt like it was better because regardless of how people felt, that was the most music we had gotten from both of them in years. I look at it like the Kendrick shit. We got music from it, and I enjoyed both of them. They were dissing each other, and one's more of my brother than the other. But I had Rap on that. Like I was like, this is fun.
Rap did go crazy.
I was having a blast. And then
how does that lead to y'all?
It got weird.
No.
Bench players dropped, and then I got unfollowed. It got weird.
Oh shit! Damn. Politics.
Unfollowed because of bench players.
It was all good until then. It's fine.
It was all good just a week ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so why bench players?
Because
on the ass, Scoops once again. On the ass.
I don't like when people who don't do anything talk like they do stuff. So, for example, in basketball people, I hate basketball analysts that never play basketball but talk about basketball.
That's a
Okay.
fact.
Hey,
You know,
talking
so-
shit.
Or
Talking
niggas like
shit.
Kendrick
Yeah,
Perkins,
nah,
where you was a
facts,
bum. Like you
Facts,
played ball, but you was a
You
bum.
was but at
So you
least
saying he
hold
Kendrick
on,
Perkins?
but I'll give Kendrick something because you was in the NBA.
Yo,
like Brian,
yeah.
what's his name?
Scalabrine?
Bro, he be
Yeah.
going to
He be
parks and
cooking.
showing you. He's like, I'm
I
closer
ain't
to
gonna hold
LeBron
you.
James than you are to me.
Hey, Brian
That's how I be
Scalabrine, I
feeling.
bust your ass though, for real. I ain't want to know. I bust your ass, bro.
Hey,
Nah, for real, I
Scalabrine got
bust your ass,
that
bro.
wetter,
Scalabrine.
boy.
I ain't them. I ain't them.
But that's I don't like when people do that. So I feel like I know specifically in my city who's making moves, who's making noise. So when people talk and you're not making any noise, I at first I was chilling.
You
but,
feel offended.
Yeah, but I don't even feel offended. It wasn't until you got greedy.
How do you get greedy?
He okay, in rapper terms, if he caught a win.
He caught a win.
He caught a win. And
Wait, what's the win?
he against Dev.
Okay.
He caught a win, right?
Okay.
And
Does Dev concede to this loss?
Nobody ever does.
No one ever concedes to a
no
loss.
one ever does.
I mean, but
Not-
you could
not as
be,
a
but
rapper.
you could be honest with yourself.
Nah, no one ever does, bro.
Nah. I think in rap beef, people get lost, and sometimes the song does matter. So you might have a better bar, but if the replay value is doo-doo, not saying his was, but if it is, then that
Right.
like deducts a point.
Right.
It does.
In that instance, the better song was not Dev's.
I think that's why Tory Lanez beat Jordan Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Like it wasn't that like Jordan Lucas can't rap with Tory Lanez.
I mean,
It's just
even the
Tory
Kendrick
Lanez.
stuff.
Yeah.
I love the Drake's Family Matters, and
yeah, it was hard. That's the only record.
that's the one
But
I
it's
like.
just when you
compare
never
the
beat
two,
nobody
there was
number one.
one had more hits than the other.
Yeah.
one went. All right, we ain't gonna go into it. 'cause
Yeah. That's
It is the anniversary down there though. Like it is the anniversary.
It's running back.
But
Yeah.
I just don't like when people who aren't. What does Kobe Bryant say? You're not shooting in the gym. So I know who's in the gym. Right. I'm in the gym. Remember, I don't go on vacations. I don't.
He's a psycho for real.
I am.
He's a
Though.
psycho for real.
I gotta be careful. My girl's gonna get in trouble for half this shit we're talking
Well,
about.
I mean, she's already in trouble because what?
No, she
don't think this is trouble.
No, she
Because she be
doesn't.
talking trash too. Now I've listened
Yeah,
to the
but
records. I listened to the record of y'all two on
How many folks?
how many folks writing their own lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a whole
But that-
song dissing
yeah.
people about not writing their own lyrics.
But that's because-
I started thinking like, dang, do I write all my own lyrics? Because
Dude.
are they talking about me?
We're not talking about writing camps either. It's just
Yeah.
we're not talking about writing camps, or we're talking about people who don't write their music.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then claim GOAT.
Yeah,
Like that's
that's
weird.
impossible.
So
I feel that.
that's why I made a song like Bench Players. Bench Players wasn't necessarily towards rap. It was more of the message. Cause the beef, I was never in that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like people in general who talk like they're outside when I'm outside. And I'm not big. I'm still underground. I'm the underground, I would argue an underground king, one of several in this town, and you're not on the court with us. So people who aren't on the court, that's what that song's for. It's for people like you that...
So basically, it's like a commentator. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you could talk a lot, but you're not really in the game for
Yeah.
real. Like, you're not putting no real work in. You know what I mean?
Who's the
like,
dude that was on the Phoenix Suns, Cameron Payne?
Oh yeah.
I'm on Cameron Payne. Don't do
No,
Cameron
I'm not
Payne. He on the
hating,
Knicks
but
now too.
There were times where you could
He
see...
said it too. Campaign said it. He's like, I was
Campaign,
dancing on the sideline.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then LeBron had to be like, bro, chill.
Right.
You're not really out here. When it's game 7
Right.
and the coach is running that 8-man roster,
Like,
you ain't in
they're not calling your
that
number.
lineup.
They're not calling
Who
your
made
number.
you think that you was nice?
Yeah, so that's how I be feeling with
No,
certain
who
people.
made you think that you was nice? Because now my mind is churning. Because you thought you was trash at one point.
Nah, man.
And now you dissing dudes. So
I got
when did
I got a better question. Like I got a better question, bro. Like what
work
elementary school did you go to, bro? You from Jacksonville?
Yeah.
What elementary school did you go to? Because this is where it starts. Elementary school.
No, I mean, I went
this is where we figure it out.
I don't think it counts though, because
Nah, where'd you go,
I
bro?
went to Twin Lakes.
Okay, no,
but
that counts.
then
That counts.
My mom
Southside, right?
picked me. Yeah, Southside.
Yeah, okay,
But
that's where it is.
I'm
Guys.
the only.
I seen it in his young
sibling son that went to private
I
school.
seen it in his eyes. I could see something.
So-
I was like, yeah, that's where it came from.
I can't claim it. Just as much as
Nah,
I was
but that's
born
where
in
I
New
started.
York, but I can't claim New York either.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
It all comes back, bro. Okay.
That's what my girl be saying.
Yeah,
She'd be
it
like,
go-
nah, you
Yeah,
a New York
okay,
nigga.
yeah.
But
Oh, that's what it is.
South
That's
side
why
do
we.
that
That's
to you,
why.
man.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jersey,
okay.
New York. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's coming all
It makes
coming
sense.
together now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
They wonder why I act the way I act.
It's
It's like,
coming
bro,
together,
y'all
man.
just not built like us.
Yeah.
It's just we born
it's
different.
different.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
I'm a firm believer of hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. So
What if Rad beats you?
in what way?
Well, I'm talking about like you got. What if Rad does to you what he did to Dev? What do you do then?
Oh man.
I mean, I replied, but did you hear? He's already dissed me twice
What?
since.
Oh.
I mean,
No one said shit. It hasn't outstreamed bench players yet. That's why I left it alone.
Dang.
Twice.
I just.
Twice.
So did you respect the records?
I thought they was mid.
Yo,
My bad. See, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble.
how
But
did
that's
we
me.
get?
That's
I
me.
ain't
My
gonna
bad.
hold you.
My bad.
How did we get here? This is fire though.
I'm a bully, man.
You know what's crazy?
I work
though?
hard.
We had a conversation about this though. we had a
facts,
conversation
facts.
about his mindset, like about going to like this new mindset, and he did tell me like, nah, bro, I'm tired, bro. Like I'm tired, bro. I'm finna bully people. People want to play with me. I'm finna bully people. I respect it, man. You're such a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
That's
such
what
a
I'm
nice
saying. That's
guy.
why it's shocking. I'm like,
It's
what's
like,
going
oh.
on? I was like, huh?
It's like what? Like when Lupe grabs his sword. Like,
Yeah,
like
but
I
you
don't
gotta
want to mess
realize
with Lupe with his sword.
He's not just randomly picking up his sword.
Facts.
Someone had to push me into this corner. And
But what makes them worth it though? Like, all right, so because you said
I'm
they're not
competitive.
They're not on. All right, but
Yeah,
Hove,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
Game sent shots at Hove. Hove ain't responding to Game.
I mean, he did, just not on music. Him making another.
What he gave
Him
like
making
one
another
line?
Billy is him responding.
Even with 50, Hove gave him. I'm all about $1 with the. It's 50 cents.
You're
One of them
still
sidebars is for
staying
game.
on the music. Not all replies have to be with music. So, for example, again, that song was about if the shoe fits.
Word.
It's in my Biz Levin voice. It's not my fault that multiple people want to pick up the shoe and put it on. And if you put it on and it fits, then I'm gonna call you what it is. But
Right.
again, I don't.
Hey, that remix hard though.
Yeah,
That remix hard.
remix
though.
crazy,
That
remix
that
crazy,
remix hard.
remix crazy,
Hey, I
yeah.
heard Biz players. I was like, yo, and I kept it on replay. I said, nah, he gotta let me get on this. He said, bro, that's a great idea. I'm finna
Bro,
go throw some.
you sparked it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm finna throw two other people in there. I was like, oh, all right, bet. I went because I was like, hey, what? Why these niggas talking out loud? Hey,
Yeah, this nigga-
down,
Hey, I was like, okay.
Hey, bro, hold up, hey, download Bitch Players remix. You know what I'm saying? Featuring
sir.
Broadway Louie.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I get the competitive spirit, bro, because I be wanting to smoke, but like I be like, yo, say my name, and then nobody say my name, and then they say my name. I ask them did they say my name, and they don't confirm whether or not they say my name, so I just leave it alone.
Yeah, but I don't even like. That's the thing. I don't even like want smoke like that.
Right.
You started this.
Right.
Think about it, bro. He started this. Any nigga that
How
makes
did it start? What he just said he was the best rapper?
When he dropped Bozeman, he made a list of people that he respects, and I was not on it amongst other rappers. But I'm like, you gotta realize, who else? Again, I am one of the top underground artists in this city.
He made a list of artists he respects.
He respects, and he was like, if you ain't on this top 15 list, then you ain't nice.
I wasn't on the list.
None of us were on this list. So I was like, but I let it slide. No, because I told Dev.
Hey, bro.
Hold on. I told Dev, I was like, don't respond, bro. It's
If
not
we're, hey, I'm gonna be real, dog. I'm mad humble, like mad humble. Y'all know me. I ain't made it yet. But if you make a Jacksonville list of underground artists, like for real, not the artists that signed to the labels and independent
underground.
labels, like
Yeah,
if you
right,
make a
right,
list of real underground artists here in Jacksonville, and you don't put our two names on it, I'm really curious on where did you get your list of artists from, and if they just not, if they just all young, who was on the list? You know Jacksonville love lists, so we finna make people mad. Well, he gonna make you mad.
Already giving too much attention to it. I just,
Yeah, I was gonna say, right? You gonna do it?
I do want to know who's on the list though. Does the Sweet still exist?
Love Coach was on the list.
Okay.
John West, Shad Will.
Okay.
So the circle of friends.
That's what I'm saying. The cliques. So,
But you're
at
in that
at-
clique as
at
well.
The, at the time,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I was
isn't
like,
that-
I'm not really. No, I'm bro. I'm
Well, you're
like,
bigger than Eric. You're big.
Yeah, like I talk and work with everyone. Like I'm not on one click. I go home to my hyperbolic time chamber. Like that's it. So I
him and
at
his
the
old
time,
lady.
even though that was what most
To be the
people
best
would say,
couple in Jacks. Making fucking album covers like new jeans and shit. Who the fuck do these people think they are?
That was Cutie's idea.
Hey, that was fire. Hey, y'all promo game is fire. Shout out to you and Cutie.
She my creative director.
Your concepts are crazy, bro. Like, your concepts
Go ahead, though, man. Go ahead.
I'm just it's just when stuff like that happens and people don't throw me shade at the time, I was like, I mean, they threw me shade. I was like, fine, bro, don't respond. Dev was like, bro, I'm a rapper, so like I gotta respond. And he was like, it's either I'm like I gotta retire, like, or the city's soft, or everyone's gonna start rapping.
That's
again.
what Dev said.
Yeah, and everyone started rapping again, so it was great.
Well, for a little bit,
you know.
Yeah, it got quiet, and Mecca started rapping a little, like in the beef, but
Mecca.
when again, no one's talking about it, but I'll say when Mecca dropped God's Here, all that shit went quiet.
Oh.
So I felt like that's what silenced it, but everyone kept talking shit. So again, I'm backlogged.
I
so.
just look at it as like, if y'all rap better than me, get on a song with me and show me you rap.
That's how I feel, bro. I'm like,
You know
bro,
what
if
I'm
you say
saying?
you rap with, if you say you're the best, you should want to rap with the best. And be like,
Get on
look
the
at these
same
bars.
beat.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
Cause I don't
Facts.
got. I'm gonna be real. I don't got the energy to dish y'all. I make like I be on a wave, bro. I be doing like so much shit in real life. Like I got movies that I be preparing for. I don't got time to be studying y'all to dish y'all. Now, if you say
I'm
Louie,
studying. You nice. Studying. I gotta study. These niggas don't have nothing.
no,
to
cause
study.
but I'm more of a psycho than you are. I don't show
like
it. You know
this
what I'm
guy.
saying?
I
Like
like
I'm more
this
of a
nigga.
psycho than
Y'all gonna get me in
if
trouble.
I
My girl gonna watch this and be like, no.
Cause bro, I'm real like you gotta really do something to me for me to like really like. Cause bro, I done went through so much, bro. I'm not finna be mad at you over some words you said when I know you don't rap better than me.
Come on, bro.
But
Like,
if
we
you
just
get on
talking.
a song with me, I'm gonna smoke you. Like, I don't care who you are, bro. And this is for all you rappers out there. This should be your mindset anyway, bro. If an artist puts you on their song, this is your opportunity to get their fans.
Yes, agreed.
This is your opportunity to show their fans that you are worth it.
Agreed.
And arguably for them to say, dang, is he as good as
Maybe he is better.
If you look at just TDE, right? You will hear multiple people say Ab-Soul is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar.
He is.
Yeah.
Cause they heard him on records go crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Kendrick Lamar says it.
You know what I mean? So it's like my goal is to get on your record, and you asked me to get on your record.
Yeah.
So if you ask me to get on your record, you gotta know that I'm finna smoke you.
Yeah.
Cause I smoke my own tracks, and like I don't know why you think anything unless it's like a song. Obviously, like if it's like a song like Shadows or you know what I mean. If it's a concept, another split. Like we're not trying to out rap each other.
Correct.
I'm trying to make a complete song, which they also don't understand. Complete song structures ain't just about me having the best verse. Like
right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Bond, perfect example. Unreleased song. Trel produced it.
Facts.
Jeremy just jumped on it for me. Right.
Yeah.
It's a boppy song. Right? I didn't write a verse to be lyrical.
Correct.
Right.
He comes in like an assassin. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's perfect in that manner where it's like even bench players, right? I talked about this with him all the time. I was like, dang, bro, if you listen to bench players, everybody went on a different wave, right?
Yeah.
I came in there talking about Trap Louie joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to flex real quick. You listen to Dev at the end of the verse, and Dev, you would have thought Dev was on Fun Master Flex. Like, Dev was trying to kill everybody. And I was like, Jeremy, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If I would have known he was gonna rap like that, I would have rapped different. Cause I be thinking song concept, and I didn't know he's gonna put anybody else on there either. But I was just thinking song concept, bench players. I would have talked, you know what I'm saying? And if people get offended, I really don't care because y'all don't know me for real.
Right.
Like I live in a whole. He live in and that's what they don't realize, bro. Like we really are like different than them. Like we really are, and y'all think y'all be really in the same realm as us, and y'all don't be. Like y'all don't work as hard as we do. Like y'all don't live and breathe this. Like y'all don't spend free hours stressing about how you gonna get to the next.
Thousands of dollars, by the way.
Thousands of,
Yeah.
like, bro,
Thousands.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't make no money for years. Like, this is different. Like, we lose relationships. Like, people dislike me because I don't have time for them. You don't know what this is like, bro. Like, you have no clue. Like,
It took me 5 years for my business to finally make profit.
Bro.
5 years.
Bro.
So
Bro.
It's an investment in yourself.
It's different as an independent artist when you make $1.
Yeah.
Because it's somebody out there right now with 100,000 streams that ain't made what I made on Growth.
Correct.
1 million streams, they ain't made what I made on Magic. And that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I always try to show love to independent artists that I know, like, it takes a lot to do this and put that energy out. You know what I'm saying? And okay, so my next question is, right? How do you decide, like, on making your projects? You got to be your own A&R, right?
Yeah.
So how do you decide what goes on what? Because you do so many different styles.
I work with producers, so I'm
That's a
like,
good question.
I don't mix beats.
Okay.
So like, if I'm working with Culture School, the whole project is Culture School.
Okay.
If I'm working with Bluff, the whole project's Bluff. I don't.
Okay.
I think it's weird to do.
I like that. Okay.
I mean, that's what they say.
Yeah, like fluid wise, it just sonically it throws me off, which is obviously other artists can do it and it makes it sound incredible. But for me, I've always found I find my flow better sonically when I'm
conceptual.
When I'm working with one producer. So
one sound, one feel.
One sound, and it helps. Okay. Again, bro, I can shit out like 8 songs in like 2 days.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I mean, especially with Bluff, like Growth is all produced by Bluff, and honestly, Magic was mainly produced by Marco, with the exception of like 2 songs from Bluff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that, like, cause you could keep it more cohesive.
Like Bluff did Smiles at Medusa.
Yeah, that's
so
album.
all Fight right now, right? That's
Fight is an amazing video too.
What's Bracken is Bluff.
What's Bracken?
Yeah.
I was like, bro. He's like, that's my last name. I was like, all right, bro, you know the blood's gonna think.
I know. That's the.
What's Bracken?
I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm not. It's my actual legal last name.
You know, it's another one of my another dope song I like from you, bro. She don't do drugs.
Yeah, that pop record.
Produced by.
I be fucking with the pop, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
She ready?
You fucking with the pop, bro. That shit. Hey.
And then he got the cocaine in the video.
Yeah.
He doing cocaine in the video.
That's
he
crazy,
dressed
bro.
like Richard Simmons.
Yeah, bro.
I was going for
He dressed like Richard Simmons doing cocaine in the video.
Bigum's influence.
Yeah. Ready to go.
He lit. Bopping.
Hey, he's very, he said creative, innovative. In the world, I really believe him because, like, what people don't understand is that with an independent artist, we got to do everything, like, cheap as possible. Like, we have to count pennies. So you can imagine a guy like this with an actual movie studio budget. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities would be endless.
Yeah, it just seemed free. A lot of people chain to. They think they have to have those budgets. I just feel like I can get him a plastic.
1,000%.
Yeah, make it work.
1,000%,
man. Work with what you got.
1,000%.
And a lot of the times, the concepts. You don't need a lot. It's most people fumble because they're trying to do too much or trying to be cool. But the fun stuff is like working with Jaren.
Great guy, by the way.
Yeah,
great
amazing,
crew.
best.
They make you feel really
one of
comfortable.
the best in the city. Him and Justin and Adam, the whole film community, man. They took me in with open arms. But they do so much with so little.
Yeah.
And it inspired me because going to those film festivals where they're all literally have to make a whole short film in 2 days.
Yeah.
And then to beat everyone in the world, bro.
With quality work. Not even. Yeah, quality work.
That shit is high, bro.
Quality work.
Makes me get off my butt and get back to work.
Yeah. That's what a lot of independent artists need. They need that team. And it's hard to build that team in just a short amount of time, even though you got the talent. Because the team building process is completely outside of you having talent.
Yeah.
It's about people having commitment.
Right, bro.
People having the willingness to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Some people have to understand that they're not the star. You know what I'm saying? Like,
role players.
Like they gotta understand that they're a role player in order for the vision to go. You know what I mean? Like it's dope that you built that team because you are no, I'm not saying that. Your operation runs very smoothly. I was about to say some crazy shit.
Yeah. That's
You
why
like,
that's why I was like, hey, yo.
No Diddy.
Hey, yo.
No Diddy.
I see what he's going on.
But nah, like you got
Like, what you doing with that?
you got a great organization. You would think that you were signed to a label, at least a small. Like you would think that you had literally like a staff, like the way like you produce stuff so fast. And I mean, look. Everybody talking about my artwork for the podcast now.
Yeah.
Culture school,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
man.
you put, I'm talking about turn around
quick,
like
yeah,
same
bro.
day. Like I send him the picture, he be like, I have it to you by the end of the night,
day,
and then it'd be like 5 minutes later. I'm like,
later.
bro, you just said by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Like to have that type of team where you got graphic design, visual effects. You could literally tell your team like, I want to do this, and y'all could build it. Yeah. And even the process of, I remember we was talking about the video for Out of Pocket, and he was like, yo, we need to sit down and have lunch so we can all brainstorm. People don't understand like that's important. Like I know everybody want to shoot a video. Let's really figure this out because
like how are we shooting this video?
I want to
What's
shoot
the concept? Like, what is the video?
That's my problem. I think everything should be like perfect, and it's like
it can be though. It's just prep,
and that's what I've learned just by talking to you and understanding. Like there are other parts of being an artist that I might have missed out on, where I could watch you and say, oh. Now, when I say that, do you be wanting to help other artists get?
Absolutely, bro. Okay. See, my biggest downfall, especially in the earlier years, like 2022, 2023, and why I was collaborating with so many people, because I feel like if we all do that, then we'll all take over.
Right.
Like how Atlanta and how Los Angeles.
Right, exactly.
Like if Childish Gambino can be in the same studio as the Migos, ain't no reason why Broadway Louie and Cutie and John West can't be on like and all throw in the same show. So I did that because I thought that's where we were all going to win.
It's tough though. I tried that too, and it's tough, man, because everybody's mindset ain't the same, and then egos, bro, and it's hard because I think the egos is the biggest thing because everybody wants to win, but everybody thinks they have to be the one to win.
They got to be in front.
I won't even say the egos, man. Again, I'm gonna be a broken record. People don't work. So everyone wants the dream, and everyone thinks
they don't want to
that.
put the work in for it.
I think I said this a couple years ago to a friend of mine. Was like everyone thinks like working 10 to 2, you've worked for the day. It's like, bro, like no,
and for real.
For the people that get stuck in that, but feel like they deserve what you have put in a 12 to 12,
right?
That's why we fail. I don't. We all have egos. We all got to kill our egos. Sometimes our egos get big, but we still got to go to work. You know. And again, that's what Jacksonville's problem is that people don't work. People, if again, life happens, cool, but like, if I'm not always working on music, I'm writing a music video. If I'm not writing a music video for me, hey, Mecca, I'm writing, you know what I'm saying? Or Cutie, or I have people, if I'm doing collabs, they don't know what BMI is. So I'm like, someone's got to teach them. A lot of people will be like, you don't know what that is? You're not on my level. I'm not going to mess with you. But I'm like, someone's got to.
Yeah, I walk people through it too.
Yeah, you got to.
To me, that's what Jacksonville's problem is. Like, there are a lot of people that are in positions to help a lot of local artists, but they do things that's not really convenient for artists. So I say this, and I'm saying this biasly. This is an opinion statement. Don't cook me for this. But like, they'll have meetings, right? And they'll be like, we're having these meetings on grants. Monday through Thursday from 3 to 7.
Yeah.
Bitch, I got a job.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Why is the grant meeting?
Why is there
It's
never
not
one
even
on
lunchtime.
Saturday
And then when you
from
see
1 to 6?
Come on,
you
man.
see the people that got their grants, and you like,
yeah, I mean,
because you know, there's some
but
grants that recently went by.
I don't even
like,
care. Like people that get the money, cool, because I don't even need it.
As long as it's in the city.
The people.
we gonna boom anyway, but
as long as it's in the city, I'm cool with it.
I'm never against anyone getting their bread.
Right,
absolutely.
Ever. But there are people here who can benefit from those 3 to 7 classes. There are people that can benefit from learning what
that's been doing it on their own.
is.
Yeah.
So instead of you being like, if I'm trying to book you for a show and I'm like, send me your EPK, and you're like, I don't know what that is. Most people in Jackson would be like, you're not ready. Let me go to the next person.
Right.
Instead of just being like, this is an example of an EPK. Do this. Do this. So I try to make sure.
It. Nobody wanted to tell me here. I had to Google. I learned everything, bro, by looking it up, bro.
Yeah.
I learned everything because I didn't want to be,
man.
bro. I never forget like when SoundCloud rapper was offensive. And I remember when I posted on Facebook when I was like, yo, I'm never gonna be after this year I'm not gonna be a SoundCloud rapper no more. And when I said that, I realized I had to hold myself to a new standard of not moving like an underground rapper and moving myself like a brand.
Like a brand, yeah.
And it's so crazy that I did it and I went on the radio like 2 months later. Like literally 2 months after I said that, I was on the radio. But also the funny thing is that tying into what you said about artists not working hard enough or whatever case it is, you know, we know like somebody be in a studio for 50 hours a day. 50 hours a day making music that they feel like this is gonna move the culture, right? But then they'll say to me, bro, why are you selling your music? Why are you putting it for sale?
Yeah.
Like you would spend all that time in the studio making music to put out in the world as a product because you want people to buy into you. But then you ask the person that's right next to you that has shown you like I made money off my music. Like that shit is so frustrating, bro. Like to be beside people that you believe in and they don't believe in themselves enough to like invest in themselves for real. Time and financially, bro. Like you gotta operate as a loss as a creator, period. Like you wanna operate as a but not even as a creator, as a business owner, bro. Most businesses collapse after their first year. Most businesses don't make their money back for years. The NBA didn't make their money back for 50 plus years.
Right, facts, bro.
The NFL didn't make their money back for 50 plus years.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like these business, you don't make profit immediately. And even when you make profit as an artist, it's literally going right back into your craft.
Or sometimes you only get that one peak. Like you'll get 1 year and then that's it. So I hope you invested
and when you're a creator, you have to fight for the next peak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and you don't even know how you're gonna get there, bro. Every year I've been like, all right, bro, new year, time to get these shows, time to get these movies. It's like a reset, but you just know that you're gonna do it because you have the will to do it. I can't say the same for y'all. Like I don't see y'all outside. I be at events that I don't have nothing to do with. Just the network and say.
To shake,
shake hands and kiss babies.
Right.
I went to R&B mostly after I finished filming at 12 o'clock in the morning. I went to R&B mostly. Saw I was down the street, pulled up.
Right.
Let me just holler at people. Show my face real quick. Seen Chameleon, seen Larry Love, seen Pete.
Right.
But what I got most out of that was to see people happy. And I got energy from that I wouldn't have got if I didn't come outside.
Didn't go.
Exactly, bro.
That left me inspired to go create some more. But also, all these people in one room making motion, that's collaboration. I seen Sean Wolf, I seen Greg Rogers, I seen Teezy, I seen all these people.
Star-studded event, man.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
all right.
You could get motion just from that. Chameleon called me the next day. We had a whole conversation about some, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that doesn't come if I'm not outside.
If you're not outside.
And I'm not inserting myself. This podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
People love the podcast, been showing mad love, and now people want to help grow it.
Yep.
You don't get this if you don't put the work in instead of talking about, and that's another thing where I don't like when people sit around and talk about others that is doing it. Like you can't talk about people that actually took the courage to do something that you would have been afraid of.
A
lot of people judge from a couch and it's crazy.
The game needs commentators.
Yeah, hey.
The game does need commentators.
So the fans gotta talk, man.
Yeah, if we're gonna go back,
they gotta say something from
we need
from the
fans,
crowd.
we need commentators.
Yeah, they gotta talk out there.
It all comes full circle. We need stars.
I can't hear them anyway, you know.
So let's go ahead and get these topics in. So, Daredevil.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, it started to cook a little bit at the end.
Because he been pissing me off. I was calling him DC fanboy.
I've been saying y'all
You've been trying my whole life with that. Let me clarify something. I'm not a Marvel fanatic. I'm not a DC fanatic.
You just like good films.
I just like good films.
I'm a Marvel fanatic though.
So I'm with you. But
I know
Daredevil,
I love all of them though.
I fell in love with Daredevil Netflix because the writing was peak. Okay?
Yeah, it was
so
oh my gosh.
This new one it's peaking, but it's not peak. It's like it was like okay. Well, they have episodes 2 through 7 were the previous writing team. I can see why they got fired. You get what I'm saying? Like the new writers team
I
came
told you
in.
they said it was like a crime drama.
It's one long Law and Order episode.
Yeah.
Like just a huge foreplay about them.
I mean,
going
I
back
enjoy
to their
it.
lives.
exactly.
Maybe it's the Marvel fanatic in me, but I really
enjoy
enjoy
Captain
it.
America, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yo, we ain't finna do that.
We can do
Captain
this.
America
That's
was
why I'm
fire.
here. Nope.
Captain America was fire.
That man should have died.
That's hate.
That man
What?
should have died a lot.
What?
Yeah,
lot.
hey,
He had the suit on, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
the
get
suit.
into it.
He had the suit on, bro.
Tell me why
he had the suit
they
on.
never
So
in
why
this
should he
movie.
have died and Batman ain't dead?
Because Batman beat a god. When you hear story,
That's what I'm saying.
when you hear
Batman
plot
beat
holes-
a god, but-
when you hear plot holes,
Yes,
Batman's a
we
plot
know
hole.
it's plot.
Yeah,
Batman is the plot hole.
That's his
bro,
whole-
in the
that's his whole-
comics,
yeah.
I think
That's his whole
Batman
point,
beat
yeah.
like time.
Bruh.
I will say
I think
this.
like Batman. Literally, there was a comic where the time was like, "Let me ask you a question," and then Bruce Wayne got it wrong. He was like, "Wait, I'm not ready. Ask it again." And then he actually got it right, and time was like, "My bad."
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's my point right
you
there.
seen the new one, bro?
That's my point
Versus
right
the
there.
Yakuza?
The-
That's just
I will
crazy
say
right now,
this.
bro.
But that's what in the comics, bro.
come
The
on, man.
most
They
trash
never
part.
gave him powers. They never gave Black Cap powers in the comics.
Okay.
And in this movie, they gave him a suit. They never said
They
he
didn't give
was
him
wearing the
powers.
suit. They had to say it in like a press that he was wearing. They never in the
But
movie
they
let
said
us
it.
know.
Yeah, but they confirmed it.
Nah, not in the movie.
They
Yeah,
confirmed
and
it.
the whole
Yeah,
picked
they
up
confirmed
that
it.
light pole and swung Barry Bonds at it, and he went, huh. That's when I was
Hey,
like,
nah,
I'm done,
I will
bro.
say what I don't like.
Bonds would've-
I love the whole
What
movie.
killed me, bro, is the knives, bro. How Buddy with the knives was chopping them up in the
And he-
beginning.
and he was just
It was
like,
the suit. I told him this.
Nigga,
I told him this.
That nigga was getting stabbed.
The
out
suit
of
was
his
made
suit.
out of adamantium.
Nigga, stay focused. When he was fighting that old gray ass nigga and he kneed in the car, that nigga
The
took
suit
an
was
axe.
made out of
My nigga,
vibranium.
you keep talking about this fucking suit. This nigga is not talking about the suit. When he got stabbed in his gut with the axe.
Yes, bro.
And then he got stabbed in the chest. Fuck you, Marvel. You made a joke
Hey.
about it. You made a joke. The dude goes, most people don't survive stab wounds like that. What the fuck do you
Hey,
mean?
my only problem
whole
with
hatchet to
my
the side, bro. I'm like,
hey, y'all
alright,
not
bro.
finna kill
Excuse
Black
me.
Cat. Y'all not finna kill Black Cat.
should've bled
My
out, bro.
only problem with Black Cat was the fact that the way they got Red Hawk to calm down was a conversation. That was like come on, bro.
At least they stayed true to what
Come
he's
on,
been doing.
but yeah, but I don't-
not like
nah,
even in
bro.
the series, bro. When his Falcon and Winter Series,
I know, bro,
he
but
ended with a speech.
I know,
did.
bro, but no,
did.
bro.
Like, no, I'm with you with the
Yeah,
no,
bro.
Yeah.
Cause that show was amazing, bro. That show was no, bro. You're not. That show had amazing writing, bro. You had the old school cat.
That girl was
Oh,
a terrorist.
Oh, she was a terrorist.
Yeah.
And the homeboy was like, she's misunderstood.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
a terrorist.
No, that was
Like,
bull.
what?
But I'm saying like everything else about the storyline was
Everything else, though, even
yeah,
though
yeah, no, she was a terrorist.
villains matter. The same reason why
Yeah.
Marvel's 2 is cheeks. Because they ruined that in post and they ruined the villain.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
they
She just
did.
exploded
Okay,
at the end
so-
of that movie.
So what grade are you giving Daredevil? I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10.
I'll give it that. They were cooking again. Episode
mad.
1, and what I watched last night, which was peak,
Yeah,
and
that,
then
that
I'm
was
hoping
great.
9.
That was great.
But like it's good.
Last night was crazy.
Last night was fire.
That was
Last
great.
night, because you know
peak writing, cinematography,
Yeah,
the colors,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
When he
yeah.
was like,
that was a completely different director than the other episodes too.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
2 to 7,
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
people that they hired to fix it wrote 1, 8, and 9.
Let me ask you a question. You think Foggy's still alive?
Nah.
Nah, I think they're gonna do the whole like he's a vision I hear in my mind type thing.
I mean, we
Ain't
heard
gonna
his
see.
heartbeat stop.
No,
Does
we
he
didn't.
have the Nick?
No, we didn't.
Daredevil.
No, we didn't.
Heard his heart
No,
stop.
Daredevil got distracted. He got distracted because he was lost.
He was
If
fighting
you-
homie, watching
he
his
dropped
heart.
him.
He hearing his heart go
No,
down.
but he dropped him, and because I be watching New Rockstar.
Yeah.
They broke it down step by step. Daredevil didn't. He never like he got distracted because he didn't even hear the person when they came up there and saw him up there. He didn't even know somebody saw him with his mask off. Like he was
talking
complete-
about the cop.
Yeah, he didn't even see that he had his mask. Like he completely was distracted.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not with you on that.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
remember. I
darn
don't
sure.
remember.
The
I'm
whole
trying to-
reason
I'm trying to
I was just
Hold
saying
on,
it's a
hear me out, 'cause
possibility.
he tried to kill. His whole thing is that he doesn't kill.
And they
he
cut
tried
her
to kill
off
him.
before she admitted to Foggy being dead.
That man's heart stopped. So unless he got the same juices that Nick Fury got, they better not bring him back. That's all
Like
I'm
for
saying.
what though? Like why? Would you bring him back for what?
If you,
I mean, 'cause they be following comic
in the
books.
comics, yeah, but I
oh,
don't.
okay. My
Now,
bad,
if you
my bad.
if you bring the hand,
Y'all do got written
and
material,
the
my
hand
bad.
brings him back with
I don't
moves,
like that idea. Muse coming back.
I'm just saying.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're gonna resurrect him. I saw
Muse is
that.
gone.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
say
That was trash. That
I don't understand the Muse killing so fast. Like
That was the previous writer. The whole time, they made it
because you
seem
kind
like
of just took Muse. Like Muse is an amazing villain.
Nah, he is.
Like he's a fire villain for
not in that series, my boy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold
They
you.
play him like
They
a
dropped the
little-
ball.
they-
All
play him
right, so
corny,
we
bro.
got So how do we feel about Doomsday with all the names? How are they tying in the old X-Men?
I don't know.
So I heard they doing like the Magneto storyline, where he marries and then him and Wanda beefing and the kids and all that. What's that?
I'm
that
hoping
kind of-
Kevin's not washed.
So I don't
Bro.
know.
That's all I gotta worry about. That he's not washed.
Yeah,
They thought they had a hit with Ant-Man 3, bro. Like that's why I'm like worried.
That's why I'm a Marvel fanatic because I like all the Marvel movies.
Like
It's
so
not a
does that mean you
I didn't
don't
like
admit?
She-Hulk, but She-Hulk wasn't bad.
Does that mean
but
you don't
Nah, She-Hulk
like
was
it
kinda
made, you don't
buns,
admit
bro.
trash? So like Marvels 2, you enjoyed Marvels 2 even though that was Cheeks? It was Cheeks.
I love
The
it.
director, that's not the movie
I
she
loved
wrote.
it.
Talking about the Marvels?
I like
That
it.
movie was trash.
I won't say it was great, but I liked it.
That movie was trash.
The Marvels, that was straight.
That movie was trash.
I like their Eternals.
I liked Eternals. That got unnecessary hate.
I don't really like that.
I didn't
But
like
feel ya.
She-Hulk. I
I'm
didn't
out on
like.
them characters for-
I think
She-Hulk is ass. Yeah.
Agatha all
ass.
along
Yeah,
was
it's ass.
cool,
It was
but
mid. It was mid. It was mid.
Agatha all along
It was
could have been
unnecessary.
kept.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Echo was cool,
I know
but
what they
Echo
were doing.
probably,
I know what they was doing with
probably
that. I
could
ain't
have
gonna
been
say that.
kept, but
That's
I
for
liked it.
Patreon.
I liked
I'm gonna
it.
say what that's
Echo
about.
But it
was
was
mid.
mid. Hawkeye was fire.
Hawkeye was mid.
Yeah.
Hawkeye was fire to me. I liked it.
They could have did so much with that.
And I had a homegirl that was in Hawkeye.
Hawkeye
Shout
was
out
not
to Regina
Hawkeye.
Bryant.
Hawkeye was
that girl.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that girl.
So
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Yeah.
They did good with WandaVision. They did good with Loki. And they didn't like it, but I like Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was
Moon Knight
fire.
was
Fire as
tough.
fuck.
Moon Knight
Moon Knight was
tough.
one of the best ones.
To me, I
don't know why people don't like Moon Knight.
because they didn't show the third person.
They don't need to.
Exactly.
I was hoping we came back with another season before Marvel
Me
started.
too, bro.
But I don't think they are now.
They're
Nah,
not.
It's
Nope.
canceled.
The schedule is
Not
kind of. I
canceled.
don't
They're
think
just
it's
gonna
yeah.
put them in stuff
Oh.
instead of movies.
Well,
They're
yeah,
not.
and not
the
that- I think
series
that-
is done. That's what I'm
the
saying.
series-
right?
But you know they
Definitely,
doing there's 2 series a year now. Like so they doing 2
they slimmed
movies.
down. They saying.
Yeah.
They doing 2 movies,
yeah.
2 series, and 1 animated show a year. So
I mean, they
I could
ruined
see
what
them
they
coming
ruined
back.
What If too. So I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
What
they
If is
jumped-
definitely
jumped
They
the
the
shark
made
with that
Captain
shit.
Carter a god, and I just don't know.
Bro,
how it's
I'm
forced.
not gonna hold you.
That's
I
crazy.
love women getting in power, bro. But I'm so fucking tired of Captain Carter, bro. She's trash, bro.
Yeah,
She's
like, what we
always
doing?
been trash, bro.
Yeah,
she
like,
is
what is
not
this?
a good character,
I thought it was
bro.
just me, too.
Stop trying to force her on us, bro. I do not like Captain Carter, bro.
Super forced.
She's
Yeah.
and bro, I'm all for
I'm
women
like,
getting
what?
empowerment, bro. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
bro.
me too, me too,
Give
me too.
women more roles.
I mean, but like they're
but that right there,
yeah,
no, bro.
wouldn't it?
You don't, bro. I would rather Shorty from fucking Wakanda get like what happened to her show. Give me her show.
Ironheart.
No. The Shorty from the
They doing it,
the defenders.
The defending. Oh yeah, they canceled her show.
Yeah, they canceled her shit.
I thought it was
Yeah.
doing. They're doing
No,
the
they
animated
canceled
version
her
though, or
shit.
something, right?
Nah, canceled it.
Oh my
Yeah, they
God.
doing the animated version of Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda.
but
But they
that's not-
canceled her show.
Her show got
okay,
canceled.
but
yeah.
she had her own show.
Yeah,
okay.
she had her own show, but they was
Okay,
gonna be
okay.
covering. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay.
I would rather see that than Captain Carter. Bro, Captain Carter is not intriguing, bro.
It's not, bro.
Y'all put her in What If and made her seem like she was damn.
She's the goat.
Like what,
in that,
bro?
That she literally is God in that.
Yeah,
And now she's in
bro.
Doomsday because of it.
Is she really?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. They say she's in
Yeah,
Doomsday.
Doomsday. But she also
Now I will say, in real life, she probably gonna be fired.
lies. Have we not
No,
seen
she
Man of
was
the
in
Man?
what's
She
the
was
name?
in
Man,
Man of the
get her the fuck out of here, man.
I was like, nah, bro.
Get her the fuck out of here, man.
She was like, I got all day. Literally
no,
1
you-
second later.
what the fuck?
I'm like, what is
Hey,
this?
Wanda
bro?
did them so foul, bro. Marvel pissed me off with that. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, but
Nah,
yeah,
I like that.
they
I like
also
that. I like Wanda. Yeah.
Captain Marvel, the black one, died by bricks. Yeah, like that bothered
And
me.
then what's the other girl name? The girl that was traveling with Doctor Strange.
American
Y'all
Child.
just threw her in here, and now she's like,
Yeah, that was
as
random,
important
yeah.
as Doctor Strange and
Yeah,
Doctor
that was
Strange
random.
movie.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, American Chavez is a good character. She's
she's
very
fire.
important to the Marvel universe.
She is, too,
She's
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, she fire.
However, to just throw her in the movie with
That
Doctor
was
Strange,
random,
bro,
though, like, what happened?
we ain't seen Doctor Strange in the movie by himself in fucking years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, bring that nigga back
Bring him
down
back,
to just
yep.
fighting one baddie. That nigga fighting himself.
Fighting demons.
And, sorry,
Yeah,
last
like
thing that bothered me
demons,
about that movie. They called it the Multiverse of Madness, but we were in 3 universes.
Bro,
Think about it.
Well,
They
no,
did-
well,
they-
to be
don't-
fair,
don't
they-
count that little trickle where he went through 14 in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Don't
I was
count
gonna say,
that.
yeah.
The majority of the movie took place in 3 universes, my dog. Basically 2. He went to the other one
I was
with,
gonna say,
with
bro.
Latrell Sprewell and talking about, I know why your strange hated you. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
That movie
Hey,
had
bro.
potential
Hey,
too.
where is Mordo at? What is Mordo doing,
Bro,
bro?
that would be a good character, bro.
I think-
Bring him back, bro.
Dude, all right, so again-
like, cause he ain't died.
What is Mordo
He ain't
doing,
done.
dog?
yeah, he's.
He popped up in fucking Venom. Or what's the other one?
But that's not him.
Bro!
Yeah, come on, bro.
Bro popped up in Venom as a secret agent.
Yeah. I was like,
How is this going on?
Bro, they casted the same person who played the lizard in the Venom movie too. I think Sony's just cheap and they don't.
Well,
want to
no, Tom Hardy did come out and say that there was an actual plan and it was almost finalized.
And they wrote it
then
out, yeah.
They wrote it out that Tom Holland was going to be, they was going to have a Venom crossover.
Can't
I mean,
do it.
Sony always fucking up.
Yeah.
So, and I really want Sony to just lose the rights so Marvel can just have everything.
that
and-
Spider-Man game.
I
too
was gonna
much
say,
money.
let them finish into the Spider-Verse here. Let them
Yeah.
finish that, and
Yeah.
then they can give it away.
Yeah.
Nah, Spidey versus they went off on
They're
Spidey.
cooking with that.
That's
And
the best shit.
In
they
the
can.
video game, bro. Keep making a video game.
And the video
games.
games.
Keep making
Okay,
video
you know what?
games,
To
bro.
be fair,
Just stop making live action movies. Leave that
Yeah.
to you. Gave Tom to
What's,
Kevin.
ain't they doing a Black Panther game too?
Ooh,
I think they're
don't
doing a
think
Black
that-
Panther game.
That'll never see the light of day. Just like Blade.
I believe that. Yeah, this Blade never come out
Hey,
either.
man.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
a
man,
tax
watch
write
y'all
off
fucking
every year.
mouth.
This a tax
Because
write
we
off
just
every
had an
year,
update.
What's the update? That is coming out in 10 years.
Hey,
That movie never.
hey
came
man,
out.
we still making Blade,
Y'all
y'all.
wasted my dog's time.
Yeah, he really did, bro. He should just stop talking about it.
Hey man,
Like, don't call my phone until y'all got a cast, bro.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying,
even
bro.
call me,
Why
bro.
are you even?
Don't even call me,
We got
bro.
a writer. No, we don't.
No,
Hey,
yeah,
man.
We got an idea. No, we don't.
yeah, bro. Don't
hey
call
man,
me.
He's
y'all-
in the multiverse,
Are
no,
y'all
he's
excited
not.
about Fantastic Four?
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
What are y'all expectations like? Because they already
I don't
said
have any
don't expect no more.
expectations.
Yeah.
There's no superheroes finna be in that mud. They are the lone superheroes in that
Yeah.
universe.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I already know how the whole movie's gonna go.
Yeah, me too. I
This
see it.
nigga.
I see it easy.
All right, so Fast and Furious, Fantastic
you
Four.
Think, you think about like the universe gonna crash at the end?
Yeah, they're gonna
course.
kill that whole universe.
They got no
Because
choice.
Yeah,
They
come
gotta
on.
go to the 616.
They
so
got to,
They're
right?
gonna
Yeah,
destroy
the
that
movie's
whole
gonna
thing.
crash that shit.
It's
Yeah.
all over. Yeah. Okay.
Now,
And you know they
Thunderbolts.
already said Franklin Richards is in her
Is in it?
womb.
Yeah.
So Franklin
Yeah.
Richards is already in her
Yeah,
womb.
Yeah.
New rock stars they broke down with the little
Yeah,
belly
you
being
know I
smooth.
watch- you know I watch-
Me too. I like new rock stars.
I'm almost
That's-
getting to the
yeah,
point where
for
I'm gonna stop watching.
real. Me too, because I'm like,
Because
I
like,
be
bro,
stealing their
I be
shit.
knowing the whole movie.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
See, but I don't get spoiled by spoilers.
I don't
I'm
either.
the type to
but-
read the spoiler and be like, oh, that shit gonna be fire when I watch it.
Right.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it. Yeah,
same.
same.
But then I still be like, dang, bro, do I really? I want to remember what it was like going into the movie, not knowing what was going to happen. Cause now I really be in there, be like, oh, this finna happen. Oh yeah, I'm telling.
But
I'm,
you've seen enough movies. That's just how
That's
it is.
how I be feeling, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen enough movies. I could be like, oh, he about to start crying.
Yeah, oh, that's the bad guy
he
right
about to-
there.
That's
It's different,
easy,
but
bro.
it's
Look
different
how
with
they zooming on
superhero
him.
movies,
Look
though.
how they looking at him. Yeah,
it's
that's
different with superhero movies though, cause plot be
But it
different.
shouldn't be. Captain America 2. We didn't know homie was the bad guy.
I
until
cannot
the
wait
end.
for
didn't. That was
Thunderbolts,
fire.
bro.
You get what I'm
That
saying?
was
So
fire, yeah.
good writing
Yeah, you're
will
right. That was
thrive
cool.
overall.
I can't wait for Thunderbolts, bro.
Thunderbolts gonna be good.
Thunderbolts is gonna be
That's
really
gonna look
good.
good,
But
bro.
how the hell he gonna? How they beating this man?
I think they all died then.
I think that the Void is gonna get killed. In
How?
This, he's gonna get killed.
I think they all died
How?
then, man.
That's the whole point of the movie.
I know, bro. But what I'm saying is, there are certain things where you're like, I'm gonna go. Like early rock
'Cause
movies.
that
You ever
nigga
seen the
look-
rock? The skyscraper?
Yeah.
Where he got one foot?
Yeah.
I saw that movie just because I'm like, how you gonna do this? So
That trailer was crazy, bro. That running across that gap,
yeah,
bro. That,
like how you doing this?
Hey,
how
sorry,
you doing
bro,
this?
sorry.
Dwayne?
Hey, you remember Rock played in Rampage? The
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
with the- with-
Yeah, bro. He
based
had a
off the
lot
video
of
game?
San Andreas. He had a lot of. I
Yeah.
call them sleep movies. They're great movies to fall asleep to.
Sweet Favorite.
But
Stand Tall.
those
Stand
movies.
Tall was hard.
That
Which
was,
one?
Stand with the 2x4.
It ain't Stand Tall. It's called Walking Tall.
Walking Tall or something like
Or
that.
something like that.
Bro,
It
he
was
got
like-
a
that was hard.
He got a pickup truck, bro, with a 2x4 and he whooping everybody ass.
Yeah.
That's the movie,
He
bro.
had just came back home from the military.
For the military with a
And they was
2x4.
fucking with
He
his
ain't got
people
no
trying to get
guns.
his
He don't
man.
fuck with guns no more.
Sounds like the rundown.
Is that the
It
rundown?
kind of was like the rundown.
It was like
No,
kinda
the
the
rundown
same.
was with Sean
Yeah,
Williams.
that Shine, yeah, he had one
When
just
he
by
was
himself.
bounty or not bounty.
Damn.
He was basically like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, he did a movie too. Same. That's the same. Yeah, he did do it twice, bro.
Yeah, they did a lot of
That's crazy. Bro.
early movies.
They
you
came
know.
around the same time.
That yeah, bro. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's what
I
I'm
remember that.
It's
Yeah.
the type of
Nah,
early movies you can play.
Scooped it all.
I
them
think
shits
that the
up. Okay.
Thunderbolts is going.
Okay.
It's gonna be good. It's getting great reviews.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm just like, Like, I knew Captain America 4 was gonna be trash because I was like, bro, he ain't got no super serum.
It's not trash, bro.
It's trash. Bro.
It's not trash,
okay.
bro. It's a great movie, bro.
It's weird watching a superhero with
That
no
man,
superhero powers. bro.
that old man
It's a
jumped
great
out of the
movie,
White
bro.
House, and y'all, my cap would never, by the way. My regular cap would never. That man jumped out of the White House and then ran down the stairs. You Falcon, bro. And they were like, he's peak human. Then jumped off them stairs, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah.
I'm not
You
gonna
hitting the
hold
tippy
you.
toe. You're not even gonna jump the stairs. You
I'm not
tippy
gonna
toe
hold
them.
you. I know
You
that
Peter Griffin.
I know they like avoiding it for a reason, bro. But I really want them to just get that nigga the serum, bro.
Just give him the serum.
Yeah,
and then take it
serum,
away
bro.
later.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
doing shit like that.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah,
Just get in the serum,
Because
bro.
it look weird, bro.
Yeah,
There's certain
bro.
things in movies I just
Yeah,
don't
bro.
like. I don't like when superheroes can't do superhero shit, and I don't like when obvious shit happens. Like at the end of Venom 3 and you're playing that I'm gonna miss you too, old buddy.
Oh, yeah. They're about to die.
Like, bro, just
Yeah, they're about to die. Whenever you had that conversation of like between the dad and the son or whatever case it is, like I was watching Reacher, right? Y'all seen Reacher show?
I know I've reached it.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't
So
seen
like
the new season, but
the
yeah.
new season, right? All right, I can't. You care?
I don't care, bro.
Okay, so
I'm
the
gonna
new
come around
season,
eventually.
right?
It ain't gonna matter.
Like the dad, right? He's going to this meeting and he's having this conversation with his son. I'm like, oh, this nigga about to die. Like he about to die. He's telling him, son, I just want to let you know I forever love you.
The music.
He's like, I should have protected you more. I should have been there for you more after your mom died. And I'm like, oh, this nigga about to die. He's definitely about to die. Show enough.
Hey, pan in school.
Hey,
on his face,
they didn't even play with it. They got shot. He got shot like 9 times. He laid there dead as fuck. Hey, that nigga dead. Dog. Hey. So Sinners, bro.
Sinners gonna be heat, bro.
Sinners.
They say it is an Avengers level type of movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
And I love that the trailer has shown us a lot, but not anything.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't really went nowhere. They've been in that same little doorstep.
Right, and you know that's not the whole movie. So
Right.
I expect that to slap.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. That
I expect that one to be good. And because Ryan doesn't really make bad
doesn't
movies.
miss.
Yeah, he has not made a bad movie.
He has not missed not
At
one
all.
time.
At all.
Like not at all. Like Ryan and Michael, they're the new ones, bro. They're the new legends, bro. Like they're living legends in the flesh right now. They are
Nah, that's facts.
cementing their legacies
cementing
in
their
front of us.
legacy in front of us, bro.
That's facts.
Like, bro, because it had to be a reason of why he was like, nah, I'm going to go do my own vampire movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and Marvel was like, you know what? We just gonna stay out his way.
We're going to let it slide.
We gonna stay out his way because
And low-key, I feel like maybe that's probably why they push Blade back. They want to see
that
like,
is why.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's a direct correlation of why. It was
I was trying to
reports
give him
about
Bell.
it. It
I
was
was trying to
reports
give him
about it
Bell.
because they were supposed to be
Yeah.
coming out around the same time. It was literally reports because Blade was supposed to be coming out this year. The reports was Blade was gonna be coming out this year and Sinners was gonna be coming around the same time. It was actual talks about it. Like, look it up.
No, I believe you in that. I'm just saying
It's all
they're
kinds of
just
reasons.
fumbling that whole thing.
Which
bro.
I don't understand. I mean, Feige keeps saying it's because of the script, and now they say they finally got a script. Now they say the script is approved, and they good with the script. Now they got a script, and now he's just looking for
they can't lock a director.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
You're Marvel.
Exactly. You got a
They
bag.
said
You got all the money.
They said the rumor of them going at the Chad Helinski, I think it is, from John Wick.
Yeah.
If they get that, bro, that's a win.
Yeah, that's cold. Man.
That's a win.
Yeah,
I
mean, yeah.
that's a layup.
If they
I
get
agree.
him, that's
if
a
they
win.
get him, that's a win.
That's a win.
I'm rehype on that if they get that director.
Yeah.
But again, bro, it's gonna be.
I don't see,
after.
but it's nothing. I don't. There's no reason for me not to believe that it's gonna come.
I think Ali's gonna drop out, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna recast.
He gonna be like
They're gonna get
45.
someone else. He's gonna be too old.
Yeah.
Blade.
And if that's
We
your
might as well get Wesley Snipes.
that's your
Wesley
first
Snipes just
movie.
played Blade. He's not too old. Channing Tatum is playing Gambit.
Yeah, you're
not
right.
too old.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
Not too
Him
old.
playing Gambit looks crazy.
They're playing those roles for the specific movie. We don't know if they're gonna continue on, and if they do, they have to realize like Hugh Jackman, you're gonna be playing that until you're 90.
Gambit.
That's what they said.
I mean, to be fair, Hugh Jackman
Ali.
is gonna be playing it. Now that Marvel's got him, Hugh Jackman's not going anywhere.
Yeah, nah, he definitely.
Who the fuck is gonna be the new Wolverine?
Let it go.
Bro. He gonna die in that suit.
Let it
Nah,
go.
bro.
Sorry,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
You gotta
Blade
let
is
it
coming.
No, I know. I just wish they would let it go. I wish they would give us news so that it would make this Secret Wars finale so much better if we could go out like that and they start new.
I don't like how. I feel like I don't know if I feel
would
like
be
it's being
cold.
rushed,
Yeah.
but it feels like it's being
Hey,
slightly
hire this guy,
rushed, bro.
man.
Like,
Hire this guy.
why are we already at doomsday?
Because we had to get rid of the black man and Kang.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that.
Oh yeah, that pisses me
Give
off.
Jonathan his job back. He was killing that in Loki.
Give him his
Oh my
fucking
God,
job
his
back.
job
killing
back,
that,
man.
killing that, bro.
Y'all
Give him
let
his
Robert
fucking job
come
back,
back.
bro.
Y'all let James Gunn. Don't get me started on
Y'all
him.
let
Let his
everybody
job
come back,
back.
bro.
Let
Oh
John
my
get his
God,
job
bro.
back.
Yeah, man.
So
Everybody.
but that's why they're going to Doomsday is because you let Kang be defeated by ants. We don't care anymore. We don't care.
Hey, who you think gonna win the NBA championship?
Shoot, LeBron.
Lakers do
Talk-
look like
hey,
they
talk
can win
that
this year.
talk. I talk that talk.
Lakers
I think
do,
so, too.
you know.
Denver
Speaking of, you know
just
what I'm
fired their
saying?
coach.
Because Denver just blew
Lakers
that
do
shit
look
up.
like
They
we
just
can
blew a
win
hole
this
in
year. You
their
know
boat.
what I'm
Like,
saying? Shout out to the Lake Show, JJ Redick. Hey, you see the 17 championships? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Bron got it, bro.
We got a tough team, bro. We got a really good team, well-rounded team.
Austin
We healthy.
Reeves, bro.
Austin Reeves
Austin
is
Reeves
the
is a dog.
second best undrafted
Austin
player
Reeves,
ever,
bro.
behind Ben
I
Wallace.
thought y'all were gonna miss Anthony Davis more, but you actually played better without him.
It's more free.
Yeah.
LeBron got more space.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what it is.
because
More
before
space.
And we got a
Anthony
whole bunch
used
of
to be
big.
the
And now you can
We
kind
got
of almost
long
switch everything.
wings. Yeah, we got long wings.
So they can
It's
switch
like-
everything, yeah, that's what I'm saying,
and
so,
you know it's a
yeah.
new NBA, so most of the big men not in the paint for real.
Okay, no one
And,
plays defense.
and so the
exactly.
only person we have to really worry about is Jokic, who
And he don't play really in the paint. Like,
no Jokic be
Joe,
everywhere.
he be everywhere.
He
he be
definitely gonna
everywhere.
bully.
He be everywhere.
He
That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
gonna
He don't
bully
be in the paint.
But-
Be everywhere.
Do we blame Russell Westbrook for that?
No,
Nah.
no.
Because you know the media
Oh,
love.
man.
Michael Malone getting fired was crazy.
You saw the
Yeah.
story they were trying to put on Westbrook? They were saying that
He a
the
coach
GM.
killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, they were saying that the GM wanted like Westbrook to play less minutes and the younger players to play more minutes.
for Pickett, for Jaden Pickett to play more minutes, and like
Really?
yeah, and that's stupid.
That don't make any sense.
I'm
Like,
not.
you
Trusting,
trying to win a championship.
I'm not trusting the GM over
Why all these-
the championship winning Michael Malone. I'm not,
Yeah. Why are all these franchises firing their coaches with winning records?
because they got enough money now, and they don't need a coach, bro. The players run everything now,
Yeah.
and they mind they don't need a coach. Like, look at, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro, and I don't want to blame him, but look at LeBron, bro. LeBron had won the championship with David Blatt and got that man fired the next year, and then went right back with Tyrone Lue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that's very true.
He
That's
made the
very
coach
true,
look
yeah.
at so non-important.
You know
You're
what I
right.
mean?
ain't
So
think
it's
about
like,
that. That's crazy.
is the coach really that important?
Yeah.
Well, in
Not saying
their
he's
defense, babasketball doesn't require coaching anymore.
Because nobody runs.
It
No one's running
does.
play.
The teams that coach separate themselves from the teams that don't coach.
That's
Because you
facts, though.
can't say that. Because I
That's
just
facts,
seen.
though.
But that only shows in the playoffs. 82 games throughout the season. These motherfuckers
I
are
won't
not.
say that.
Well, the Celtics. That's why. That's why you see OKC
Houston
and
playing
Celtics
against,
at the top. because
even
of
the
the
Warriors
coaching.
the other day. They played where they guarded Steph the way they guarded Steph. Nah, people.
You gotta-
It's just certain teams like Ime Udoka, coach.
Yeah.
Joe Mazzulla,
Correct,
coach.
correct,
Right.
correct,
Steve
correct.
Kerr, coach. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
It's like certain coaches where
Charlotte
you can tell.
is just fucking cooking.
Charlotte
they
is just
that's
go
a-
out there and have
run,
fun.
Run
Yeah,
and shoot.
correct.
You know what I'm
Run
saying?
and shoot.
Washington,
My Sacramento
Run
go
and
Kings.
have a
shoot.
ball.
Run and
Sacramento
shoot.
Kings.
Just-
Kings,
I
right?
ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, be nice.
Who the fuck? Why would y'all trade for Zach LaVine and put? Why would y'all do the Chicago
had-
Bulls thing twice?
We
Yeah, man.
fumbled talent.
Oh, you
Y'all let fucking
you're a King-
Dan Rose.
It goes all the way back to
Bro, you're a
Tyreek
Kings fan, bro?
Evans.
It does.
Yeah.
that's
It
crazy.
It
Yeah.
does go back to
That's-
Tyreek
It goes
Evans.
all
That's
the way.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Tyreek Evans,
Actually,
DeMarcus
yeah.
Cousins,
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, I would have been
Um,
left, bro. That's crazy. Y'all fumbled too many, bro.
then the
Tyrese
draft-
Halliburton.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Tyrese
bro, y'all
Halliburton.
fumbled too
That was
many,
the
bro.
most recent fumble is the Tyrese one.
Tyrese
That's
Halliburton.
crazy.
And now I'm gonna say Fox because we just let him
Fox,
go to the
And
Spurs.
Sabonis is next.
Sabonis
Because
is
Sabonis
next.
is wondering what the fuck is going on with the
But
organization.
I think man, I'm not a fan of Sabonis. I don't think he's one of your pieces. I think he needs to
Third
be like
piece.
he needs to be your fourth.
Wow.
Third
Okay.
piece. Because he needs to be a Draymond.
I would argue Draymond was the fourth piece. When they were winning, he was the fourth piece.
I can't say that. I mean, yeah, scoring wise, he was.
I'm
one of
not-
his-
I'm not- I mean,
but
like-
playmaking wise, he had the ball in his
I
hand.
understand what you're saying. Like when they call it the play, that's the fourth option.
He's
down
the
list.
fourth
Yeah,
option.
yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
he's
He
the
ain't in the
third
lineup.
star in a sense. His defense
Right,
and
but
calling.
When I'm
but
calling that play,
as
like,
far as like
dun, 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 yeah.
yeah, as far as like
feel that.
putting the ball into the basket, he was the fourth option.
I don't know if he's the fourth option. That nigga's an all-star. So
He is an all-star. But think about it. Okay, when
'Cause
Boston,
everybody can't do
the
what he
big three.
does.
LeBron just brought this up on the podcast. The
Yeah,
big
yeah.
three when it was Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
That was really the big four.
Well, I was
Because
about to say,
Rondo. You know what I'm
Rondo
saying?
was a bigger Rondo
Facts,
to
bro.
me.
People
I mean, if
sleep
you
on-
watch
people
the
sleep on
if you
that.
watch the games, Rondo
Rondo's
was
like,
the
I love Rondo,
arguably
bro.
One of the, big
peak.
three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
not even
argue-
one of the
I
big.
love
I would
Rondo,
say
bro.
he's the most important piece out of everybody.
Yeah.
On all them championship
Like,
teams
so-
that he was on, bro.
That to me
So,
is
yeah,
the role that
I agree,
Sabonis on my Kings should have played. But you making him be the dude that needs to beat the other fours in the league is why we won't win.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
got Mike Brown. Mike
To
Brown
be
gets
fair
a
though,
look, like,
Keegan Murray was supposed to make a jump, and he seems to have regressed this year.
I don't think we draft well.
I don't.
Ben-
I don't.
Ben- what's
y'all
his name?
don't.
Mac-
Y'all don't
Yeah,
draft well.
we don't draft well.
bruh.
Y'all don't draft.
Y'all
Y'all
draft
drafted
well.
Ben McLemore. He was young.
And when we get talent, we fumble it like
Yeah,
DeMarcus
'cause
Cousins.
y'all got
and
Bagley,
we
and that
don't
was
know
like
how to
y'all don't
coach.
develop. Y'all don't
Bagley
develop
wasn't
well.
a bad pick. He was.
But they don't
injured.
develop well, though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
they-
saying.
Yeah,
He
we
didn't
don't,
like well.
bro. I don't know if it's Vlade Divac or something, but we just
Yeah.
can't keep talent.
Y'all
there.
had Shaq in there at one point in the ownership.
Yeah, but Shaq just,
Shaq just
make money,
You know,
bro.
Shaq gonna be
come
here.
on, bro. I was
He
gonna
gonna
say,
make
Shaq
his
gonna be
bread.
here
For real?
at Decca.
Like at the
Probably
club.
playing, probably
Yeah.
DJing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They don't never ask independent artists or local artists to come.
Nah,
don't
because
even-
they
I
make
don't
bread
even-
there.
I
Let's just
keep,
explain
I,
to someone.
and I know that
Yeah,
the dude
exactly.
literally ran into him at Hot Singers when we was after the pod one night. He was like, "Yeah, bro, I work with him at Bank of America. Come by, man. We'll chop it up." And now he don't respond to the messages.
Man.
This shit be so corny to me, dog. Like, why? Like, nigga,
Because they don't know what else to say.
you know what I'm saying? Did y'all watch March Madness?
Bro, nah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
bro,
I,
you slept,
hey,
bro.
I
You
watched that
slept.
Florida.
Nah,
Yeah,
I stopped-
I saw the championship game.
I stopped
March
watching
Madness was lit this
Yeah,
year,
it
bro.
was,
yeah.
March Madness was
Yeah,
lit.
so
And
was
that
the
boy
girls
Walter
too.
Clayton,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Now the girls,
Walter
dog.
Clayton
Oh,
Jr.
yeah.
Nah, this year men's college basketball was better than
It was.
It was.
But
They
this
both
year
were
the
good,
tournament was. Both of them was great.
They both were good this
But
year.
this year, men's the tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
all 4 number ones went to the final
Went to
four.
the
Yeah,
final,
yeah, that
which
was crazy.
And it was
never
real
happens.
like play styles against play styles. Like
Yeah.
Houston really beat Duke and Houston lost to Florida.
Yeah.
But Houston really beat Duke with their grimy ass
They
defense.
bullied
Like,
their ass, yeah.
and almost did it to Florida.
They
Almost.
tried, bro.
They tried,
I would
but
say they were-
Walter Clayton different, bro.
Yeah.
They keep saying that he ain't gonna get a draft pick.
I don't see it.
Bro, he's nice, bro.
Yeah, 'cause he showed himself, bro.
He's
I don't see
nice,
that.
bro. Like he's nice and composed, bro. Like
Yeah.
he got
a
a good
grown
little
man,
tight
bro. Like,
handle,
yeah.
but he nice and composed, bro. Because
he
UConn, shout
like
out to
what,
Paige.
23, I think.
I'm gonna say, bro.
I think he like 23, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. so-
Paige getting that championship after those
Oh, yeah,
injuries.
yeah. That's dope.
And then her
And
last year,
losing last year, I was about to say that was.
her getting the chip before she left, and then continuing the legacy of great UConn players getting them a chip.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paige because Paige be hooping.
That was poetic.
Yeah. Nah,
Seeing
that's
how
fire.
usually again Jalen Hurts is the last time I seen something like that where you lose and have watched the win and then the next couple of years come back and get that shit.
Right.
So
Right.
that was fire. as hell to see.
Yeah. What y'all think about the Switch too?
Like, y'all gonna judge me? I'm not a gamer, bro. Remember, I don't do nothing.
This nigga here.
Oh, you on game? Damn, that's different, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, when's the last time you got a system, bro? What's the last system you had?
2014 in Xbox One. I gave it to my friend. Just gave it to him.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't game, man. I don't do
Alright.
This nigga
anything.
didn't play Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why I
nah,
asked. That's
nah,
like,
yeah.
where you been at? You okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he ain't okay.
Back when I did play, I only played 2K, Madden, driving games.
all that shit was still the same. Like
Yeah, all that.
and that changed.
And then, yeah,
I mean,
2K still the same.
2K
Yeah.
just got a bigger city and just take more money from us now.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
even do CDs out here. You just download it from the.
You can buy a
You
CD.
can buy them if you want. You know,
But-
if
If you
want.
you know, if you want. You know.
It's actually smarter for you to buy it because if your internet go out, you can still play
You can
it.
still play. Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
fine.
But if your internet go out and you got to download to the system, you might not be able to play it.
Are y'all gamers? I'm assuming with that
I'm a
question.
gamer.
What you
I've been a
prefer?
gamer.
I dabble. You know, I dabble.
I play 2K. I like story mode games. Like I like
Yeah.
playing one player games.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Like I like Grand Theft Auto, but for story mode.
For the story,
Like I don't
okay,
really
okay.
care about playing online because
Same,
niggas just
same.
annoy me.
Do you play other games? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dos Ex,
Yeah.
Grand Theft, Red Dead Redemption.
Do you play Spidey or like Batman or
See,
For
I-
sure,
Arkham Asylum?
Spider-Man.
I played the Spider-Man.
I haven't
that's why
played
said
Arkham
that. Shout
Asylum
it
in
out.
some years because they changed the buttons or some
The
shit.
mechanism, like how
they
so it's
changed
weird.
it.
Yeah, I'm too
Yeah,
old
they
to learn new
changed it.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? Yeah, I'm like, I know one way, big
They
dog.
changed it, and I was like, I don't like the way this is. No. I ain't playing this, so yeah.
I feel like
but-
my grandma trying to like log into her
For
shit. I'm like,
God,
God damn, how you get the joystick?
Do I hit the right? Yeah.
Yeah, that,
You got,
what's that button?
Forbidden
All right.
Horizon West,
Yeah.
Mafia was a hard game.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I just like story mode games, man. Where I can just shoot people and you know what I'm saying, and,
Yeah.
and
I will say
figure
if
out stuff.
If they bring the PSPs back, is that what they were called? I'd buy one of those.
shit's
Yeah, I
still
definitely
rocking
would
it.
buy. I
If
definitely
You can buy the classics, bro. They still rocking.
Yeah,
But they got a Switch going for $450 pre-tariff.
Yeah. Oh,
Pre.
Pre-tariff. And the games is $80 pre-tariff.
I
So
heard that,
Mario
bro.
Kart is now $80 pre-tariff, which means it's gonna be like
They were
100.
saying 90
yeah.
US like for games. I saw
Damn.
that shit crazy.
That ain't it.
I ain't doing it, bro. I wanted to switch too. I was like, man, you mean I could play?
I'm good,
I play
bro.
Mario Kart flying around,
that's
but for
crazy.
$450 and then $120 for the game for Mario Kart.
Man, buy an LED, man. They cheap right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
buy
get one of.
buy
Hey,
LED, man. They cheap.
I'm
right
gonna go
now,
buy
man.
one of those little fake ass Nintendos from Dollar General and just play that.
Hey, get the Game Boy. What's that?
Yeah,
Soldier Boy Game
whatever
Boy.
that shit is.
The
I'm
Soldier
just-
Boy. The Soldier Boy cast.
Yeah.
I get the Soldier Boy cast, bro. That's what you need, bro. Soldier Boy.
Bro,
cast.
did y'all see?
Shout out.
What you seen it, bro? What's up with Apple, man?
Oh man, bro, you seen them trafficking phones, right?
You seen that, bro?
You ain't seen them, bro?
No.
Apple has flown 5 planes worth of iPhones from India to the U.S. before the tariffs hit, so that they could avoid.
Phone
What is the difference between that and drug smuggling?
Nothing.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. Smuggle that shit in here. It's all right.
What is the difference between that and drug
That's
smuggling, bro? Like
interesting.
they flying
That is smuggling,
product
man.
from out of country.
Illegally.
Hey, man.
It ain't illegal because we know
Hey, they
about
still
it.
negotiating. Yeah. They still negotiating.
But
They said,
how is it
hey,
not
there's some
legal is the
talks.
question.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, they said some talks, baby.
Like
We gotta
Dawg
keep going.
said, "Hey, bro, Tim got on the phone and said, hey, y'all made that
I need all
transaction yet? Hey, go ahead and send five jumbos over there. Yeah, 5 jumbos.
Hey, bro, it remind me of the show, bro. You watching the show on Apple TV, bro? It's called like Drug Dealers or some shit. You seen the shit? It's got
The
you-
one with Brian Tyree Henry.
Brian Tyler.
Dope Thieves.
Dope Thieves,
Dope.
bro. So, bro, that's what happened in the show, bro. And that's no spoiler, bro, but
Because they basically
the
play
cartel
dudes.
just fucking sent a whole buck of like shipment to a city, bro. And that's like their hub now, like during COVID.
Wild. I did not know
Damn.
that.
Yeah.
Because ain't they like,
Yeah, bro,
ain't they
shit
basically
crazy.
like, they acting like they DEA agents to steal from dealers and they
Right.
steal from the wrong person?
Right.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
So,
he a
yeah.
great actor, bro.
That shit cold,
Dog
bro.
went from playing
That shit is cold.
Paperboy to playing on Bullet Train with Brad Pitt
Yeah.
to the Dope Thieves song.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a good actor, bro.
Nah, he
but
cold.
Shout out to
is
Apple,
he British
man.
for real? Is he British?
I don't think he
I need to
British.
get on
I don't
Apple.
know. He
I don't think he
television.
British.
Okay.
Yeah, Apple, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, Apple TV is cooking, bro.
Yeah.
Apple TV
Bruh,
got
that shit premium TV,
They got
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
the number one on the call sheet, where Kevin Hart and Jamie
watched
Foxx
that.
produced that. Jamie Fire. It's a
That's good.
documentary about being number one on the call sheet as a black man and a black woman. They did one for black women and black men.
Yeah, that's dope.
You got Dope Thieves. You got the Studio with
I was
Seth
gonna
Rogen.
say the studio
The
is what I want to see.
studio is
Yeah.
funny as
You got
hell.
Severance. You got
Severance,
Ted
okay.
Lasso. You got Mythic Quest. You got bro. It's
The Godzilla series that
the
y'all said was cooking.
Godzilla's.
that's good.
Monarch.
Monarch.
Monarch
Yeah, that's
is
good.
fighting. They about to come out with season 2.
And then classic C. I don't know if you seen C.
I ain't seen that.
Oh man, you gotta see that.
With your boy.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah,
Mimosa.
Mimosa. Jason Mimosa.
Jason Mimosa.
He's Jason
Yeah,
Mimosa.
Jason
That's
Mimosa.
what my grandma called him.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know
know what's
that.
crazy about? Hey, and then when we just talking about about operating on the loss as a creative. None of the streaming sites are making money. Apple is literally $50 million in the hole or
They
some shit
said,
like
bro, they
that.
losing
Because of
money on that
this?
shit. Yeah, on all this.
They-
Go back to
They
cable
not making no
television.
money off of
Go
the-
back to cable television.
I swear to God, like, why? Just go back to cable.
Hey, they told us we was gonna miss it. We do.
We
Hey,
really
listen,
do,
when
bro.
I was at Comcast, bro, I used to sell to people and they'd call them like, they be like, yeah, I got Netflix, I got Hulu. And Comcast's way of training you is they be like, so how much are you paying for all those together?
Yeah, let's combine it. Yeah.
And then you combine all of it and they be paying more for that than they would be paying for
Just like
the
a TV
cable
package.
package.
Yeah.
They just mess up by like upping your cost every year.
Yeah,
Like,
after the year,
yeah,
that
my
that pro rate go away. Yeah, it's over.
it's not fun anymore.
It's over.
My parents had that, and literally my dad was like, you know what, screw that.
Oh,
I'm
you just
gonna
gotta
get
you just gotta
TV.
call
You
back.
just gotta
in.
call and be like,
You just gotta call back in
Yeah.
and get a new deal. That's all it is. Call and ask for the loyalty team and tell them Louie sent you.
use my referral code. Hey.
And with that being said,
cable's
is there
still
anything else y'all fellas want to get off?
Shit. Man.
Anything you want to promote, good sir?
New music. What's Bracken's coming soon. Also, hey, be careful. That's my last name. I also have an album coming out soon titled Simba and Kovu. So that'll be coming out soon. More music videos. I'm probably gonna have a live screening for season 2 of the Martians Journal. So I do like
Okay.
that anthology music video series. So
That's dope. Okay.
peep that. Yeah, man, we just be outside, more movies and shit.
Bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeremy don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's good.
What you got, Trell?
Shit, man. Nah, just peace and blessings, man. You know, everybody stay cool. You know, the work week is rough for everybody.
Right.
Keep your head high.
Keep your head high.
Keep your head high. You know, that's all I say.
Keep your head up.
Say that to everybody. You know, yeah.
Keep your head up. And on
Hey,
that
Trell
note,
love you if
man,
nobody else love you.
we love you on the ass, but nobody else love you. But
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
come looking for it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Shout out to y'all, man. Thank you for rocking with us with another episode. Shout out to our guest Jeremy Ryan.
Yeah.
See y'all next week. You heard?